Call of Duty lobbies. Probably not a lot that can be said about Call of Duty lobbies that hasn't already been said out there on the interwebs. But today, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about why I miss Call of Duty lobbies. Now, that's that to say that Call of Duty lobbies are not around anymore. No, they're definitely there. And you can still find your unique characters on Call of Duty today. But let me take you back to the days of before, I don't know how to call this, not like quite moderation, but like, they would moderate like stuff a little bit, and people would get banned every once in a while for stuff or saying things, but it wasn't the same as it is now. It was like an adventure. Every time you hopped on Call of Duty, you never knew what the heck was going to come out of someone's mouth. Like you would go in there. It was like a chat room, but like you're playing a game. It was like a side game to the real game. It was like Call of Duty, right? You're going shooting people, and then you get back into the lobby, and then it's like Second Life or something. Like it's like everyone wants to have their little 5 seconds of fame, or wanted to, I should say. Again, that still happens today, but there was something almost magical about Call of Duty lobbies, like back when, and I'm talking like 2009, like Modern Warfare 2 or even Modern Warfare 1 days. But honestly, 2009 Modern Warfare 2, that was the time when it was just crazy, man. It was the Wild West of Call of Duty lobbies. Anyone who was there at the time for it, like, and it's something that, like, I don't know what it is I miss. Like, I think I just miss being able to literally load up my daily video game online and kind of almost like you were able to almost plug into this like raw version of humanity, right? Now, a lot of things were incoherent, okay? A lot of things were just, people throwing out slurs, whatever, right? But not everything. And people were like willing to have conversations about the craziest stuff. And it's just not the same. And like, a lot of online gaming isn't the same as it used to be. I mean, like, it wasn't until somewhat recently when modding communities started kind of like being renormalized, like companies letting people mod their games, and like with the Steam Workshop and stuff, making it easier to do that kind of thing, right? But like, I don't know, man. You got to kind of like just sit in the energy of whatever was happening at the time, because like it would sort of mirror what's happening in like what's currently going on in the news type of thing, like on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 back in the day. Like, as soon as anything crazy happened in the news, like people were talking about it in Call of Duty, and like everybody had their mic on. Nowadays, everyone's in a Discord channel, like a private group, like again, not everyone, but dude, it's vastly different. It's so much different. It's like people like avoid all of the randos, and I get it. Like, why would you want to talk to some of these people? They're just saying these off-color things, but there was something charming about that. Like I said, it was like the raw humanity in that, and people were getting out aggressions and stuff like that in like a somewhat safe environment, right? I mean, like, it's just a Call of Duty lobby. But I think I just miss people. What I miss isn't like what they were saying necessarily. What I miss is like the general like non-fear people had back then to say whatever it was on their mind, whether that's good or bad. This kind of comes full circle with like all kinds of things. politically speaking, in the world. Everyone's so divided now. But we're not going to get into that. Call of Duty, when I trace back all those memories I have of Call of Duty, it's all like really positive, really, honestly. Um, People like to crap on Call of Duty nowadays because it's the same thing every year. But it really wasn't, especially back then. And it still kind of isn't. There's still the modern games that I really didn't like. Like, I didn't really connect with Modern Warfare 3, the newest one, the reboot one. I liked Modern Warfare 2, and I liked the Modern Warfare 1 reboot. And I right now I'm playing Black Ops 6 quite a lot. And I got all the way up to the Dark Matter. I'm working on the Dark Matter grind right now. For those who were there watching me do some of the Dark Matter grind on Twitch, and there are bugs flying around. Hopefully that's not coming through on the mic, but I'm sure it is. But it's like, in Call of Duty 2009, Modern Warfare 2 Lobbies, friends would become enemies, enemies become friends. It was like this magical social environment that you don't get anymore to the same degree. Like, I distinctly remember hopping in Call of Duty games, and you would do something to annoy your teammate, right? And they would be like, beep, 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 beep. And you'd be like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to," and you kind of explain your case sometimes, and that's what I would try to do. I try to like mitigate. I wouldn't just like necessarily always trash talk back, unless they were being especially egregious or something. But even then, I would try to like kind of almost like bring it down, and because I wanted to win, but I also just kind of had fun seeing like if I could, like quote unquote tame the vulgar dragon of the Call of Duty player in my lobby, and I actually ended up many times by doing this strategy of just really trying hard to just work with your teammates and calm them down and like make them understand like that something wasn't on purpose or something. Like, they would let their walls down, and I became friends with some of them, many times. Like, I would add them to my friends list. Actually, I feel like I added more people that I bickered with in the beginning of the rounds and then like came back together and won the game, later on in the match. Like, I feel like I connected more with those people and befriended them more than the people, that were not, spastic and stuff like that over the mic. And I think what it was is because some of these people that I connected with, you got to hear some of their story when you get to know them after the fact. You would add each other privately on your different things like TeamSpeak and like your Steam friend list and just and all these, I don't know, what was it, Ventrilo servers or whatever. Like, it was before Discord. We didn't have the luxury of Discord like we do today back then. And it was just like one of those things where it's like, you kind of got to see why someone was maybe lashing out a little bit online. And, I think that was a healthy thing for people to interact with and see firsthand, even though it's all over the internet, it's all wireless. You're not there with the people, but dude, you make connections online. We all do right now. We know this better now than we did back then, like at least as a whole, in society, because we all connect with these YouTubers nowadays. And it's like, weird because like over time I've sort of became friends with some of these YouTubers that I've aspired to become like them in a way or in some way or fashion, like do something, put out something that will make people be just as entertained someday type of thing, right? And I looked up to them, and now I like see them as almost like peers of mine, and I'm nobody right now, but like in chats of like Twitch and stuff like that, you get to know people and stuff like now on a personable level, but like you're not typically, getting to know your enemy, because sometimes I would literally add people trash talking on the opposite team in Call of Duty back then. Like, oh, 1v1, I'll get you. And And it just was one of those things where I think more people need to get in touch with authentic human interaction, even with those that we might not want to talk to, or we think we don't want to talk to, I should say, right? Because you don't know. You might want to talk to them. You know, some of them might become your bestest of friends because everybody has bad days. You know, everybody has bad days. And video games are a great way to let that stuff out, especially online games where we're allowed to trash talk. Well, well, I should say some games are that allow you to trash talk nowadays. Not all. You can't do it on every game. But anyways, I think I've gone on long enough about Call of Duty. I don't know how much you can retain audience attention on a video about Call of Duty lobbies. But if you're still here, go ahead, give me a follow. Check me out on Twitch, TimothyGermanGames. Yeah, I'm live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. weekdays, not weekends, unless it's a bonus stream. But anywho, I hope you're having a great day and make a friend. See ya.